Hi, I have a food dehydrator today that I thought I would like to share with you. That is by Likein. And I'm always looking for something to help maximize my earning potential when it comes to grocery shopping, because it seems like groceries these days are just completely off the rails as far as prices. So I like to be able to stock up on things, but there's certain things like produce and vegetables that make that hard to do. The dehydrator, on the other hand, allows me to do that, and it's going to eventually pay for itself, basically because this is something that I can use to dehydrate fruits and vegetables when I can get them on sale, and then add them into my cooking later, whether it be for baking or whether it be for making soups with some of the vegetables, or even just drying some of the herbs from the garden to add later. So I'm very briefly going to go over this just because I feel like this is an excellent thing to add to your kitchen if you do not have one. And I'm very pleased with this particular brand. The first thing that you need to know is what to do when you get it. So you're going to unpack this, but you want to wash all of these trays and just very mild soap. Take a towel, dry them off, and then put them in the dehydrator, back in where you got them, and you're going to run it for 30 minutes. Now, the reason you do that is basically you want to take off any residual impurities that might remain from the actual processing or packing process. If you get a little bit of smell, they say smoke. I didn't experience any kind of smoke, but I did get a very, very faint smell from it. That's perfectly normal. That was completely gone by the end of the 30 minutes. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and show you just basically how this unit works, because we did talk about starting it for 30 minutes before you ever use it. You want to turn it on and off right here with this button. And as you can see, you have an LED display. Basically gives you the time and the temperature that you're going to be working at. So to set the time, all you do is come down to set. When that starts flashing, you can use this knob right here, and it will go up or down by the number of half-hour increments that you need. This will run anywhere from 1 hour all the way up to 24 hours. Once you feel like you have your time set, then you can go ahead and hit set again, and that'll bring you down to the temperature. Here again, you're going to use the knob just basically to adjust for whatever temperature you want. The temperature range on here goes all the way down to 105 and all the way up. I'm sorry, it goes to 95. I was thinking 105, and all the way up to 165. So once you have these two set, go ahead and just hit set again, or you can just hit start. Now, the reason I turned it on is because I want you to hear how quiet this is. This fan really is not noisy in the least. And as it's circulating this air, it's really getting a nice 360-degree circulation. So I didn't have to change out trays like you do with some of the other food dehydrators to get a nice even bake on it. So I'm going to turn this off, only because I want to show you what I did yesterday. I thought because this is a long process, it's not really going to do you much good to see what I'm actually starting with, so I thought you might want to see what I'm ending with. You just simply lift these off. I did apple chips and I did banana chips, and these came out perfect. I can make granolas with this, I can make trail mix with this, or just nice healthy snacks. I also did pineapple. So as you can see, this dried the pineapple beautifully. This is going to be perfect for the trail mix that I'm making later today. And one single pineapple, I will warn you, will take up a lot of trays. This is just one pineapple, and I pretty much did 3 trays just for that one pineapple. One apple, just to give you an idea, will be about a tray and a half. And then the banana was about half a tray. So I'm sure that's going to vary based on what you have to put in here, but that's pretty much what I find to be the norm when I dry things. Inside the user manual, one of the really nice things that I liked was that they gave you a chart. And in that chart, it gives you some of the common things that you're going to dry, along with about how many hours this takes to dry, and the recommended temperature that you will do everything on. So I picked these 3 basically because I could put it at 140 degrees, do all 3 different fruits at the same time, and I did this for approximately 9 hours, and that gave me this end result. And everything was done very evenly. So that is pretty much everything except for one thing that I am going to have a little bit of difficulty showing you, only because I have these on here. But if you would take this tray and you would invert it so that it was upside down, you can actually double your space and they stack just the same. A little hard to show since I already have some things on here. Let me try to take this off. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna get a bowl to put these in. Because I want to show you this tray inversion. I think it's kind of an important feature just so that you can see how these will stack and double space. Okay, so that's on my apple chips. Taking off my banana chips right now. And you can also see what's kind of nice about this, a little impromptu change in plans here, is you can see how nicely everything's coming off this tray. I didn't spray this tray at all. It is just the tray as it comes, and nothing is really, sticking to this or making a mess, which means cleanup is going to be super easy. These are dishwasher safe if you decide you want to put them in the dishwasher. I hand wash everything just because we have a small family, and to me it's a lot easier to hand wash dishes. But this will give you a close-up of the tray of what it looks like empty. This is obviously where your airflow is going to come through from the bottom. Has plenty of ventilation on both sides. But I want you to see how closely together these stack here. And I've inverted the tray to show you now how much extra room you actually get by drying that way. So if you have thicker pieces of, say, meat to make jerky, and you need the extra room, you can actually double the space between trays by simply inverting them and doing them on that side. So that is my review of my new Likein food dehydrator. If you're thinking about something that you need that's unique for a Christmas gift or for a wedding gift especially, this would be a really good choice. I hope it gives you as much flexibility in your kitchen as well as savings as it is doing for mine.